This is the Villa Download. We break it down, your dose of love, violence and beyond. From the villa to the latest shows. This is the Villa Download, where the real story always flows.
Hello and good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Villa Download. Hey, Kimberly, how are you this evening?
What is up, Danielle, aka Danny Gossip Girl? I'm doing great and even better now that I am present with you.
Yes, cheers to that, in good company as always. But guys, welcome back to the Villa Download, your midweek Love Island obsession, where we break down all of the drama, gossip, and bombshells from across the Villa universe. So I'm Danielle, of course, joined by none other than my girl, Kimberly. And tonight we are diving deep into everything, especially Love Island games, the juiciest Love Island news from Iris and TJ back together, Huda and her NFL glow-up, say what? And Andy Cohen spilling on his co-hosting skills, and Olandria, she was the moment of the VMAs, Kimberly. Like, wow. Wow.
But she was, the girl was rocking it. Oh my gosh, she looked fabulous. Plus, we've got we're breaking down week 3 of Love Island UK. And you know, there's plenty to unpack there. So grab your drinks or your beverage of choice. I got coffee tonight. Grab your snacks because it's going to be a wild ride. Y'all buckle up.
Yes, buckle up. And I want to say cheers to the glue in the chat. If I think that is who I think it is, thank you for joining us this evening. But yeah, we're really excited for everyone to join us tonight. But if you've been here before, you know the routine. It is time for tonight's drinking game with the Villa Download. So I have my nice little Love Island champagne glass filled with a Corona. I'm keeping it classy tonight, guys. But take a sip whenever we say the words Love Island games. Someone mentions Iris and TJ's roller coaster. Huda's NFL glow up gets brought up, so we already did that. Mm-hmm. We compare Olandria to an actual icon because you know it's happening, and take a big drink. Yes, whenever we shout out week 3 of Love Island UK. So play along at home and remember, pace yourselves because it is going to be a long night of Villa drama.
You've got that right. And if you love hanging out with us every week, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channels, and leave a quick review and share this live with your fellow Islanders too. So that would, that would be a big help.
Yes, definitely. So let's get into it. If Love Island is the world's messiest summer share house, then Love Island Games is the alumni Olympics where feelings, friendships, and fitness all get stress tested at once. The premise is simple. It is chaotic in the best of ways. You bring the fan favorite Islanders from across all of the different global franchises. They return in a brand new villa to couple up, to compete in physical competitions, strategic challenges. They survive twists and recouplings as well. And if they can keep their partnership intact, they could walk away, of course, with a cash prize. So it launched on Peacock in the US on November 1st of 2023 with the British franchise's legendary voice, of course, none other than Ian Sturley. He must be one of the best voices, in my opinion, on TV. And the format built expressly was around just the games and the romance. Now, by 2023, though, Love Island, though, of course, had exploded into a full global ecosystem, especially because of Ariana coming into the mix, UK, US, and Australia, and growing list of international versions. If you saw by the cast that was announced, I even forgot some of those franchises even existed, Kimberly. But yeah, there were some ones. I think there's even Grease or something. There's a lot. But Peacock commissioned a US spinoff to bring those worlds together. So the competition forward series filmed in Fiji to help keep the strings of that DNA going with the coupling, the grafting, the recouplings that, of course, as fans, we just live for. So with the season premiering on November 1st, 2023, it leaned into those nightly drops, the big teams, the big couple challenges, hopefully not as many eating challenges. I'm not a fan of those. I don't know about you, Kimberly. No. Do you like the eating challenges? No.
Yeah, I can do without those.
No.
Just a bit. Just
yeah. But with Love Island Games, it has, the classic villa politics. So that is definitely fresh, but it has a much faster pace that it goes. So let's get into how the core format of Love Island Games work. So number one, you have the global all-star cast. So returnees from the US, the UK, and other international editions. You have the couples and the team challenges. So think relay races, problem solving, endurance, coordination, designed to test compatibility as much as how athletic are they.
That, I like the couples because you get to see how they interact with each other in stressful, fun, gamey situations. And then you kind of see okay, how is she reacting? What is he doing? Are they having fun? Are they going to fight? Are they frustrated?
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, it's a good couples test, man. I don't know how I would do with my husband on one of these. We travel good together, but I might lose it during a competition. I also like, though, that this is a good feeder system into the challenge as well. So, that is a good feeder system. Yeah.
You're right.
But it also has twists and recoupling. So think about strategic shakeups that force Islanders to reassess their loyalties. In addition, there are eliminations, of course. So that comes into play with poor performances, weak bonds, or getting outmaneuvered can totally send you out the door packing. And then there's the end game, Kimberly, the strongest couple who is both romantically and competitive as well, because that's the only way you're going to get it to then to win the title and to win the money. You need to be competitive and you need to be in that romantic relationship. Now, I know you're not crazy familiar, Kimberly, with season 1 of Love Island Games. So for anyone who's not familiar with what transpired in 2023, just as a quick little synopsis, but season 1 brought back a lot of heavy hitters from multiple countries and delivered exactly what the title promised: proper games. The winners, a cross-franchise powerhouse couple pairing, Justine and Nabita. She was a USA Season 2 champ. Beautiful. Of course they all are. I mean, that's what the drinking game should be drink anytime Danielle says one of the Islanders is beautiful or gorgeous, and we would be under the table.
Yes.
Okay.
We all would be.
And also want to say hello to Miss Erin D, and always thank you for your love and support. Yes. So, Justine from US Season 2 got paired up with Jack Fowler from UK Season 4. They ended up winning it because they outperformed, they out-strategized, and outlasted the field to take the crowd. And I don't know if you are familiar with Justine. I think she has been in some Love Island commercials over the last couple of years. She might have attended some of the after show as well. I think she may have attended too.
Yeah,
but
I am familiar with her. Yeah, seeing her
wonderful.
like in clips and everything in social media. So definitely
Yeah.
she is.
Yes. So they took the crown. It was filmed in Fiji. Of course, it was narrated by Ian. And in a fun bit of franchise synergy, it was hosted by, the first season was hosted by the UK host, Maya Jama, before passing it on over to now Ms. Ariana Maddox. I think there were scheduling conflicts. On top of that, the UK version, Kimberly, we're covering it. It is a lot longer than the US version, and they started a little bit later as well from the US. So Maya Jama, she needs a break. The gorgeous girl, take another drink. Needs to be spending some time with her boothing right now. So kudos to her for taking some time off. But Justine though and Jack later confirmed they weren't continuing as a couple post show. So classic Love Island history that went down. So that's a little bit about what happened in 2023. But I know, Kimberly, you're in the know of what's ahead with Love Island Games. So break it on down.
All righty. Love Island Games returned with season 2 in a refreshed front of house. Ariana Maddox hosts. Ian Sterling continues as narrator, and episodes roll out on Peacock with a near daily rhythm. The villa is back in Fiji. The prize is set to $100,000. And the cast, they pull from like a wider international net. So we got from the UK, US, Europe, with familiar faces from recent seasons stepping back into the fire. Expect the same competitive backbone with even more global cross-pollination and tactical recouplings. And names you'll hear a lot of this season include returnees from Love Island USA seasons 6 and 7, and UK alumni like Lucinda Stratford and Tyreek Hyde, plus European standouts from Malta, France, Belgium,
Malta, I couldn't believe that.
I know.
I couldn't believe Malta. Yeah, that was crazy. Sorry, I cut you off. Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
Love Island.
Yes.
Oh boy. So translation, accents, agendas, and alliances everywhere. Exactly what games was built for. Peacock schedules airs for daily drops, typically Thursday through Tuesday, to recreate that immersive summer series feel and regular types.
Yeah. Oh, and I love myself an accent. Kimberly, what is your favorite type of accent?
Okay, it's funny that you asked that, because accents used to like never be a thing for me and used to never do anything for me, but until when I was in San Diego, there's this guy named Raj. Oh, shout out to Raj, because we're still friends to this day.
Hey, Raj. And hey to your girl, Wendy, who's in the chat, who I'm sure you probably gossiped about. You probably gossiped about accents as well, but do tell.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that is my girl. She knows everything. So this guy, I met him. I met Raj. He is from Scotland. And he was on and gorgeous dude. And like his accent, oh my gosh, like I loved it. And that was the first time I actually like really like loved and liked an accent. No, he would say my name and like talk to me. He's like, oh my God. He's like, yeah. He's like, Kimberly. He was great. I loved the ways he would say Mexico.
And I love a hot and bothered. Kimberly, speaking of hot and bothered, why does Love Island Games matter so much to the franchise? As my cheeks hurt thinking about you, Kimberly, and that guy. So why does Love Island Games matters? First of all, it's the multiverse moment. Kind of think about Bachelor, the Golden Bachelor, the Bachelorette, and then they come together for Bachelor in Paradise. Where now you bring in Secret Lives of Mormon wives. Whole other conversation. Kimberly, did you see that announcement today?
I saw that. Taylor Frankie.
Who the new Bachelor? Yes. Yeah. So just think about the multiverse. So this is a good multiverse moment for Love Island because it's cross-franchise matchups that fans debate online that finally plays out, in the same villa. So love it. It also rewards skill as well as chemistry. So you can't coast on just vibes. You have to actually perform. It gives fan favorites a second act, which I so appreciate. Although I don't know if Chris deserves a second act. Funny reading his comments, which we will get into, but it gives, redemption arcs, revved up rivalries, especially because of all the drama that plays out online afterwards. And now they're coming face to face and they have to, confront it. There's new ships and unexpected power pairs. It also keeps the brand fresh between summer flagship seasons and the winter offshoots. Games will provide a high octane bridge with a different type of flavor. So I appreciate it. And there are consistently a couple of things I feel like to watch every season of Love Island games. Number one is the challenge design. So are we testing communication, endurance, trust, or strategy, or a little bit of both? And which couples thrive in each lane? There are also meta alliances, which Ace would probably be really good at, right, Kimberly? Yeah, he's not on the season, though, but he would probably be good at that. Although he also knows how to burn down those bridges afterwards. Yeah. Yes, but Islanders who've met at events or share exes bring pre-existing dynamics. The villa magnifies them. And then, of course, the narration plus the hosting cadence with Ian's wit frames the chaos. And then Ariana, she will be steering the pacing and the tone between the romance and the rivalry. She really knows how to give her own at everything. Speaking of which, my moment of the week, I was having like a little bit of a rough week last week. Things are going great in life, but having a little bit of rough week with some bad news to only get some happy news of Ariana liking one of my posts. So
that was so
happy about that. Thank you for making my day, Ariana. And you didn't even know it. I know that's corny to say, but it is what it is. But yes. But anyways, so Love Island Games is Love Island on Turbo. Same sun, same graft, but now you've got to win the challenge and the recouplings to survive.
I mean, how excited must you be to be like on a contestant on Love Island and then to get a call to say, hey, want to do Love Island Games? I would be so stoked.
Yeah, and then I wonder how many are like bummed that they didn't get the call either, though. So it'll be very interesting. But Kimberly, I know that there are some great standouts and maybe not so standouts from the last two seasons. So let's get into them. How do you feel about who is picked for the last two seasons?
Woo-woo. Yep, let's get into some All-Stars. So we've got USA Season 6 and 7 All-Stars. First up, we've got Andrea Carmona. There we go, USA Season.
Or Corona. No, I'm just joking. Just joking.
I almost said Corona, and then I looked at it again. I was like, I don't have my glasses on. Oh my gosh. I'm right now.
Yeah, we have that little firecracker.
I love it. Let's see. Singer, model, and bikini bodybuilding competitor from Miami, introduced mid-season as a bombshell in Love Island USA Season 6. She made a splash by stealing Rob before being controversially dumped on day 11. I need to learn how to talk. Now she's back. This time entering on day one with all eyes on her. Athletic and media savvy, she's got the confidence to match her instincts. I agree with that.
Yeah, and I always love, because I always feel bad for some Islanders that came in as a bombshell, especially much later in the season. They didn't get a fair shot. Like Clark is one example that I bring up. I hope when she kicks Taylor to the curb, she will, be in a future season. So I appreciate that. I also heard, though, Kimberly, Andrea has had a long-term boyfriend for like the last year. So people are finding it suspicious that was like, all of a sudden she doesn't have a boyfriend. So
suspicious.
They're curious to know if she's just like lying about that. And I think he's some type of influencer or MMA fighter or something along those lines. Like I briefly saw that on a TikTok today, so I don't remember all of the details, but
now I'm interested, Danny. I want to go do a deep dive. I'm like, now I want to be nosy. Kim's probably gonna be up late tonight.
Yeah, but there's a lot of firecrackers from the last 2 seasons.
Right, you're right. Let's get through these here. Let's see. So I've got Audrina Santos, that's USA season 7, a 24-year-old model born in Spain and raised in New Jersey of Dominican heritage. Entered season 7 as a bombshell, ranked bottom by America on day 27, but left camp with bold energy and serious modeling clout. She's also spoken openly about her appearance and identity, confirming that she's had a breast augmentation, but that her waist and curves are natural. You go, girl.
And I have to say, Audrina was like the most beautiful bombshell to have ever walked in Love Island USA. So kudos to her. I do feel like they could have picked other people, but she will be spicy. She will bring it up. She knows how to stir the drama. That is for sure.
So up next, we've got Charlie, Giorgio. Okay, like I said, we might be butchering these names. Sorry if I'm butchering. And Chris Seeley, that's USA season 7.
Moon River.
Both emerged from season 7's drama. Charlie was a part of the controversial mix, while Chris, Huda Mustafa's ex, oh Lord. But Huda made it to the NFL before he made it to the NBA.
Do you know, have you everybody who is watching, you need to look at any of the Love Island posts that has Chris in it and read it. They're like, what happened with going overseas to playing basketball? So much for that basketball career. Huda's going to be getting overseas playing basketball before him. Like, they are roasting him in the comments. Roasting him.
And that was the funniest thing I had seen everywhere. It was like they're saying, Hunter made it to the NFL before Chris made it to the NBA. But I was like, I'm like, let her have her moment, because
yeah,
walking out water by herself and didn't carry her off.
That's funny. Oh, I wish Mo was here for this one.
That's so honestly gold to me.
Yes. Oh
my gosh. Sorry, I didn't mean to, sorry, y'all. I totally like. Oh yeah, I digress. Okay, of course. Huda Mustafa's ex, he made history as part of the season's first couple to break up during the finale. And then we've got Kendall Washington, Love Island USA, season 6 finalist, who went on to appear in Beyond the Villa. Charismatic and confident, he famously said, "Hand me my crown." I love that. But hopes this time brings both love and a win. So expect the Sparks. They're returning with unfinished business and season-ending emotional baggage, y'all. So let's be prepared.
Yeah, I hope Kendall truly finds some love. I also hope he feels comfortable with like being in his own and not feeling like he has to try so hard.
I agree.
You know, he can be such a tryhard. But also at times, who knows, people could think maybe I try to be such a tryhard too. So I might be a Kendall and not even know it. But anyways, I digress. There are some
and if
drink to that. But there are some other great US favorites. So the one I'm so excited about, and you're not familiar with these, and he's probably the biggest red flag. And Cindy girl, if you are watching, don't kill me because I know he did you dirty his season. But Isaiah Campbell from USA season 4. He reached the finale in season 4, finishing in 4th place with a rocky romance arc. He frankly admits, the only thing I'm nervous about is the challenge. Oh, he's so easy on the eyes. He's always been one of my fan favorites. He dated Sydney, who had red hair, who's gone through quite a bit of transformation since season 4 and looks totally different, but that is a different story. But excited to have him, even though he did her totally dirty. He's a walking red flag, but a really, really good time, Kimberly. There's also Josh Goldstein from season 3 of USA, and he departed early due to a family tragedy, his sister's untimely death. It was a poignant backstory that now gives that just hit me. Return to his weight. Also, when he left the show, his girlfriend on the show, I believe her name was Shannon Saint, I believe left with her as well. So this is definitely a redemption. He's back in the villa, ready for another shot at connection. Now that I think about it, he might be the one I am rooting for the most for the guys. There is also KK Gray. Oh, just a ball of sassy sunshine. Mm-hmm. She is from USA season 5. She's from Palestine, Texas. And she's an original Islander of season 5. Her storyline was dominated by a tumultuous relationship with Keenan, culminating in her voluntary exit. She said, I am the ultimate win if I find love and we win the money together. But she left on her own. Yeah, so those are some of the standouts from US, but break down some of the European ones, Kimberly.
All righty. So we've got Lucinda Stratford from UK season 7 and Australia season 5. So the Brighton-born, aged around 24, 25, she runs an online fashion boutique. She finished UK season 7 single, then was runner-up in Australia season 5. That's interesting. In her line, third time lucky, she suggests she's ready to take it all. So I think it's pretty cool. I like the fact that I thought that was really, really neat that she had those 2 seasons. And then
she's seasoned.
Yeah, she is. Then we got Garbi. Let's see here. Dente. I'm gonna try to say that. That's from Belgium, Netherlands, season 4. It was a 22-year-old from Antwerp who came in second place in her home franchise, familiar with pressure and angry for the win. Then we've got Mert Okatan from the Belgian, Netherlands, season 2 and 3. Previously won season 2 and placed 3rd in season 3 as a Casa Amor bombshell, a seasoned player with titles and scars.
And I'm just launching a poll real quick in the chat. Just curious to know, how excited is everyone for Love Island game? So I'm gonna launch that in the poll. Just a moment. So yeah, guys, tell us in the poll I just launched in the chat, how excited are you for Love Island games? But there are more people. So from the Malta season 1, which again, I didn't even know Malta existed, there is Nicola Gacci Bordawal. Say that 10 times fast. She is 23 from St. Paul's Bay, Malta. She came in 4th alongside her partner in Malta's inaugural season in 2023. There is Soline Favreau. She might look familiar to other Bravo fans. She is from France season 2, but you might also see her on the current Below Deck season 12. She is the stewardess who is hooking up with everyone, the girls, the guys. She does not know how to do her job at all, and she loves a good smoke break. Of course, beautiful as well, and she knows how to bring it. She knows how to make good TV, so that's the reason why she is on Below Deck, because she is accustomed to camera time. But like, kudos to her for getting on Below Deck and then getting on this. Peacock must really like her. There is also Tyreek Hyde from UK season 10. I think you're really going to like him. He is 26 from Essex. He finished in 3rd place despite bombshells and Casa Amor chaos. But yeah, so let's pause all and consider the mix. You know, we have bombshell brains meet seasoned winners and heartstrings. Each bringing back past connections, alliances, regrets, and rivalries, not just to flirt, but to fight for the final prize. Hopefully no physical fights. Luckily that hasn't happened on Love Island. I don't think. But the villa set in Fiji will be a pressure cooker for strategy, sweat, and perhaps surprising spark. So
I'm here for the
love the mixture of everyone.
For sure. Now, these 3 cast members have some of the most story tension. We've got number 1, Andrea Carmona, the comeback bombshell. Day 1 return, previously dumped early. That's redemption. That's a redemption 101. And will she be more calculated this time around?
I don't know. I'm curious. Probably Kimberly, if she is really dating someone on the DL. So we'll make sure to investigate that more and talk about that next week if we find out anything.
I know, because now inquiring minds want to know, and like now I want to be nosy and dig into it more. And her athletic background and social media following make her a front runner for both romance and strategy. I have to agree with that. And for number 2, got Chris Seeley, the final breakup survivor. He's known for breaking off a relationship in the finale and super unprecedented for Love Island USA. Now he's back with the emotional baggage of that split. And will that give him distance or vulnerability? That's what I
don't know. Kimberly, how do you think Chris is going to play it? Like, obviously he's going to be competitive AF because he is an athlete. So no shade to him for that. But I feel like he has a lot of making up.
He does for that
to do.
I don't think. I think he's going to be one of the early people eliminated. I really do.
You
I don't
think so? Really? Oh,
yeah.
maybe.
I have a feeling he's not going to stay too long, and because I feel like he's probably going to end up like overthinking things a bit. That's just me, though.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's me just trying to see how I think it may play out.
Yeah, I could see that. Then we also have Lucinda Stratford, the veteran of the 3 lands. UK, Australia, now gold, as Kimberly said, the 3-peater. She's no Bulls franchise, but she's a 3-peater. She's learned the ropes, the camera, and the game. But will the international mix play to her advantage or trip her up? Each of these players resonates on different levels. The comeback, the drama and experience, making them the ones to watch, or just to watch the petty comments on any post having to do with them. We gotta look at Chris's post. I cannot recommend that enough. But additionally, we have the wild card. So we have Mert Okatin. If his competitive instincts kick in, he could really rake it in and be on the top of the challengers, Kimberly. We also have the dark horse. So I am curious how Andrina Santos from the last season of Love Island USA is going to do it. Of course, she knows how to model poise and confidence, but how does she handle the emotional and athletic stress? I also wonder if some of the women are going to be side-eyeing her for kind of the way that she played it after she got out of the house. I feel like she's like thinking back to like a Real Housewife. She's like one of those Real Housewives that will say it in her confessional, but she won't say it to your face. Like she'll say stuff in an interview or online, but she's not going to say it to your face, in my opinion. We have the romantic pivot. KK Gray, she seems motivated always by genuine connection and that desire. Could surprise on the competition front. And then fan favorite could be potentially Kendall Washington. He's confident. He's camera ready. He does deserve a comeback or a redemption arc after what he went through. And of course, he knows Love Island like back of his hand and the lingo like no other.
Alrighty. As we count down to the premiere on September 16th, 2025, y'all mark our calendars because I'm ready. Stream daily except Wednesdays. Keep in mind, this is Love Island, but on steroids. Did I say steroids? This is steroids. Steroids. But on steroids. The cash prize.
Kimberly, no more drinking. No more drinking, Kimberly.
No more of my coffee. That's sad. I don't even drink alcohol anymore. I'm sitting there slur my words. That's terrible. Let's see. The cash prize is on the line, but so are reputations. I need my glasses. This is relationships and perhaps redemption. Remember, Andrea wants to finish what she started. Chris wants closure or a second chance. I think he wants both. Yeah, I think he wants both. Lucinda wants global vindication, and all of them from all walks of life, of all walks of the Love Island world, they want one thing, and to be the strongest couple in the villa. So stick around because love is only part of the equation. The real winner will need to be a game changer.
Yeah, for sure. So we went over a lot with the cast, but real quick, just a reminder, let's run through who the cast is again. So you have Andrea Carmona, USA Season 6 bombshell entrance, early dump, athletic, and social media savvy. We have Andrina Santos, USA Season 7 model, bold and confident, open about the enhancements. We have Charlie Grugro, USA Season 7, part of the controversial season, returning with unresolved drama. We have Chris Seeley, USA Season 7, broke up in the finale. Unique, emotional comeback arc or complete failure. I'm thinking the latter. Isaiah Campbell, USA Season 4, finalist, challenge, but open to love and competition. He is my eye candy, although the boy that I'm rooting for is Josh Goldstein from USA Season 3, who left due to the family tragedy that we mentioned. So that is such a great comeback narrative. Then we have KK Gray, USA Season 5. I think she's my favorite girl on the show. Tumultuous romance, seeking love, and strategic win. Kendall Washington, as we know, from Season 6 of USA, charismatic and appeared in the series we just completed last week, Beyond the Villa, which is a great binge, guys. If you didn't watch Beyond the Villa and you are a Love Island fan, it is such a good psychological watch to realize how being propelled into this world, and the fame afterwards really impacts them on all different levels. And then the infighting that goes on with the fame and the brand deals, which so many other shows hide away from, even though all of that shit is really happening behind the scenes. So I really recommend watching it. But we also have Lucinda Strafford, UK season 7 and Australia season 5, 3-season veteran, boutique owner, and as we know, 3rd time lucky. Afterwards, she's going to Vegas. Garby Denta from Netherlands and Belgium. And also Mert Okatan is from that franchise as well. We have Nicola Gochi Boudoir Malta, season 1, 4th place in the franchise. And people are being really mean to her in the comments. Like it's really sad, the comments about her. We have Celine Farvo, who's going to cause the most damage by far. She's France season 2 reality TV presence. And she will be great. And then lastly, we have Tyreek Hyde, UK season 10, 3rd place despite the bombshells and the Casa Amor drama. But all that is everything about Love Island Games. What is the show, the premise, what to expect, and the cast?
Woo, I am here for it, and I am ready. And calendars marked, y'all. Don't forget September 16th. So, okay, Islanders, you know the drill. If you're vibing with us tonight, make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a review. Not only does it help us with bringing you these recaps, but it also gets us more into Love Island, more information for Love Island fans and conversation, and just so we can just help build our audience, and just share, subscribe. But hey, share this live with your group chat or your Villa obsessed coworker or that friend who swore they'd only watch one season and is now watching every spinoff like the rest of us. We see you.
Yes, cheers to that. Awesome. Let's get into, Kimberly, some of the Love Island news, because when do you think things are going to die down? No, they don't die down at all. So last week we did bring up that there were rumblings that maybe Iris and TJ were back together. Iris and Zach was back together, which I was saying, oh hell no. Zach is the biggest. Zach with a K. Okay, Zach with a K is the biggest F-boy from over the pond. No, Iris, you're too pure for that. Not that TJ is perfect, especially after seeing some of the people that he followed on social media, but hopefully he's learning. People can change and learn. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But they are allegedly together. Have you seen any of the TikToks at all, Kimberly?
I have not.
Yeah,
so they've been together, seen together.
Yeah, they've been seen together, I think, on a couple of dates. And then there's been some TikToks of where where he's cooking with somebody and you see the girl's hands and it looks just like her nails. Like the exact I don't know the
nail color and shape. And
pointed and everything. So there was that, and then also within the last 24 hours, she posted, and I have it on Instagram, on the carousel promoting tonight's live. There is a video of it if anybody wants to refer back to it. So follow me at Danny Gossip Girl on Instagram, or Kimberly at This Is Kimberly A. Bryant. But I have the images that we're going to be referring to in the news on my Instagram page, my last post. But she posted a video of her saying something, which he also recently did. So it was kind of like a confirmation. So they are allegedly back together. So we will see. What do you think about them, Kimberly?
I mean, well, I don't blame them for trying. Is it like, is it something that I would select personally for her? No. But I mean, if they want to give it a go and see if it goes somewhere or what it does, then I guess it's like I hate
Yeah.
seeing young women. I feel like they're gonna make bad mistakes and choices because I did. And I'm like, and you're like, you just don't want them to repeat it. But you know, it's like they're young and got to go out. Everybody's got to go out and do their thing. And who knows? I might be wrong. They may even get married and have kids one day. Who knows? You know, but
Yeah, I mean, I could see him putting her on a pedestal. I don't necessarily agree with some of the men that he followed, which don't put women in a highlight
I am.
or think fondly of women per se. I'm hoping that TJ is different. He seems like the type of person that would adore the shit out of her.
He does.
And knowing that he lost her once, that he would not want to do anything to lose her again, like by cheating. Maybe they break up just because it legitimately doesn't work out. But I don't know. We shall see.
I know, you're right. Definitely.
If they do get back together in the next week, come next week, we will do a confidence poll that everyone can partake in.
Yes.
How long do you think that they will last? But have you done any good tush pushes, Kimberly, lately? I know you're working out a lot, so you're getting a good workout for moving and everything, but any good tush pushes, anyone?
Not in a minute, but I think that somebody could help us with that.
Yeah, our good Huda who got the glow up with the NFL. Like, what?
I was there
Guys,
for it.
Guys, drop it in the comments. How surprised were you if you were watching the NFL or if you saw on Instagram or socials? How shocked were you to see Huda doing her tush push, putting those guys in check with that little promo that she did? Like, wow. And I also have a video of it on the Instagram post that I referred to. But yeah, Kimberly, what did you think when you saw that?
I loved it, and I was like, get it, Huda, get it, get it, get it, get it, Huda. Get it, girl. I was like, boom, in Chris's face. And then all of a sudden, all the memes kept coming out. And I was just like, I'm like, I was just laughing at that. And I was laughing anyway, because you know what? I was like, he should have been nicer and at least carried her out of that villa water.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And she had to walk off with the bottle of champagne in hand, but I mean, that was a better trade-off, probably.
Yeah. That could have been a joint brand deal, man. He fumbled that ball when he should have been dribbling it at least instead of fumbling. Like, what? But she looked flawless. No notes. Like, dude, that was her first commercial. She freaking killed it. Huda is going to go so far, even though I'm still irked with the way that she handled that question from the finale or from the reunion. Again, she doesn't have to reveal all her business, but she could have handled it just a little bit differently. But
yeah, no, I agree.
Go get your bag, Huda. Go get your bag. Wow.
Wow. Get that bag, girl.
But speaking of the reunion and the frustration from the reunion, as we know, Andy Cohen was pushing Huda and others, although more could have been pushed, but there was also, 9+ hours of footage we probably did not see as well. But there was talk amongst socials, especially those that are not familiar with Andy Cohen, on his interviewing skills. And why was he being so pushy to someone like Huda about her relationship status? Well, he spoke up this week on his show, Radio Andy, and just flat out said, like, excuse me, you don't know who I am? Like, his resume is stacked. You can say whatever you want about Andy. He is the king of hosting. There is no better host of him. Not saying that he's textbook. He doesn't always get it right, but still, no one comes up to his score of comes up to his score of hosting. Like, There is no comparison. So he put everyone in their place, and you come on a dating show, you're going to be asked certain questions. That is what you are here for. You know, so her and Louis can shove that where the sun don't shine. Although I still love Huda. I'm just did not like how why you gotta be with Louis Russell? Come on. I'm never gonna not get over that.
I know, of all people.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh.
But on the bright side of things was the VMAs, which is now hosted by CBS, which is just wild. And I wish I actually had
that
cable.
Was crazy to me. I didn't
know.
Did you know that was going to be a thing? Because I didn't even know until it aired, and I'm like, wait a minute, hold up, because I had that's how like I watch everything. So I was like, wait a minute, and it showed the double up, and it says like CBS hosting MTV. I'm like, what is going on? That's wild, but that's awesome.
Yeah, well, I think they are both owned by Viacom or what? I get confused because everybody has bought everyone, you know.
Yeah.
But no, I guess MTV was airing actual music videos 24/7 for the last week as well, leading up to it and everything. So, I mean, I think it gave it a little bit more of an audience, which it desperately needs, but the person who stole the show,
I actually watched
stole the show. There is not one image, maybe just because I follow so many Bravo accounts, and of course all the Bravo accounts love Love Island. But I was just constantly seeing in my feed, even still today, however, like 3 days later, Olandria in that red dress, glistening like no other, looking like a red hourglass goddess. I mean, what?
That girl, she looked phenomenal. Oh my goodness.
I got to wipe the drool off my mouth.
I know, and then it was so cute how I saw like a little clip from it was from like Nick's, I guess his stories or something, or maybe a Snapchat, and it said that he was on duty and he was holding her. It was so sweet. He was holding her like the train of her outfit, her dress. It was like, oh.
And they are everywhere. Nick and Olandria are everywhere, getting deal after deal. It's like that TikTok trend. Rehearsal, sleep.
Mm-hmm.
You know what it is? When I can't think of the right phrase, but it's like, when does she sleep?
Yeah,
I don't think she sleeps. Is she a robot? Is Olandria a robot? What do you guys think who are watching? Please let us know.
Is she supernatural?
Yes. Yup. But that's all we have for latest Love Island news. If we are missing any Love Island news, all to those that are watching, that you think we should cover, please drop it in the chat and we'll make sure to cover it. There's always stuff we could be covering that maybe we are not just thinking about. One news was that there was speculation that the Bachelorette announcement was going to potentially be Janae, but as we know, that turned out not to be correct, and it was instead Taylor Frankie Paul from The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
And what shocked me, I think the thing I was more shocked about was I didn't even know that she and what's his name broke up.
Dakota,
I didn't know that they broke up for good for her to be doing the Bachelorette. I was hoping they would have broken up for good, but I didn't know.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah, so everyone's moving on, and we have Love Island games on the way, and so much Love Island drama news. But Kimberly, babe, let's get into Love Island UK. As everybody knows, last week we covered week 1 and week 2. So this week we're in week 3.
Here we go. We are diving into week 3 of Love Island UK season 12. A week that rocked the villa with dramatic bombshell arrivals, loyalty tests, public voting chaos, and emotional shakeups. We're going to relive every twist, recoupling, and moment. Picture it like this. The sun is shining fiercely on the poolside, on a poolside villa. Laughter echoes in the garden. And just when you think alliances are sold, are solid, bam! They, everything shifts. Stay with me here.
Yeah, and then so we get into day 14. It's all about the bombshells entering and recoupling. So on day 14, the villa's tranquility explodes. There's 4 new bombshells arrive. Caprice, Giorgio, Poppy, and Will. Talk about some names. These fresh faces step onto the sunlit patio and instantly bring electricity. Tension rises as the Islanders nervously shuffle to recouple. Side note, I can't express enough how unhinged this season of Love Island UK. It's like, it is fire in a bottle. This is a really, really, really good season of UK. If you need a good watch, I'm watching it on Hulu. Not sure how you're watching it, Kimberly, but it's on Hulu right now, and it's really good, really good. But as we continue on the start of the 3rd week, day 14, it's the girls' choice night. So Meg and Dijon, we have Meg and Dijon coupling up, Alima and Ramel, Megan and Tommy, and Emily and Connor. They maintain their original bonds. You have the relationship standing firm for now. Tony pivots and chooses Harrison, catching everyone off guard. Shakira, who I feel like is one of the ones stealing the show, obviously reunites with Harry and reuniting a simmering spark. Yasmin aligns with Ben, making a strategically smart move because sometimes that has to happen in the game. And Helena surprises viewers by choosing Shia, marking her first shift of the week. And that's 8 solid pairs, guys. So when Shaken Alliance and Bombshell standing on the sidelines, plot lines building, tensions heightening, and alliances already wobbly. Wobbly as a mother.
wobbly. They can't say still. Now imagine the reactions. Gasps, whispered speculation, and eyes dancing with intrigue. Camera pans, snapshot, fear, jealousy, strategy. The villain's vibe shifts like quicksand, and you can feel the sweat on the brows as emotional temperature is just midweek, the power play you live for. And keep this in mind, relationships that hold steady tonight might not hold tomorrow, because it's always a thing, it seems. So day 15 to 16, the sleepover twist and loyalty tests. Fast forward to day 15, villa drama leans into the romantic. Bombshells get 2-way sleepovers with 4 Islanders: Dijon, Emily, Helena, and let's see here, Ramel. Sparks fly behind closed doors. Then comes day 16's loyalty test. Returning Islanders must choose: stick with their current partner or recouple with a bombshell.
Yeah, and Kimberly, I love another reason why this season of UK is so unhinged is because there are more sleepovers. There is also a room where you can have like secret sleepovers with people that you're not coupled up with. So like UK leans into that shit so much more than the US. US has really watered it down over the last couple of years. Maybe they're worried about like getting sued or something. I don't know. But yeah, UK leans into it. So this is how it all unfolds. Dijon sticks with Meg, keeping their bond intact. Emily stays true to Connor, reinforcing that couple. Ramel reaffirms loyalty to Alima. Meanwhile, Helena shocks everyone. She leaves Shia and couples with Giorgio. That decision means Caprice, Poppy, Shia, and Will are eliminated, all dumped in one bold sweep. Call it the Red Wedding. For anyone who watches Game of Thrones. Emotional, some of the emotional scores of this current episode is Helena's choice left many hearts broken. Shay's devastated. Caprice and Poppy couldn't break in, and Will's hopes vanish. In the blink of an eye, 4 Islanders vanish. Cruel, swift, I love it, and game changing.
Alrighty, so okay, let's see here. So, all right, so thought and emotional dynamics. So back in the main villa, raw emotions spill everywhere. Shay, rejected twice now, stands alone, painfully visible. Ramel and Alima emerge as a standout team, loyal, firm, admired. Meg and Dijon, Emily and Connor keep building on stability. Helena and Giorgio sit on shaky ground, new, fresh, and instantly under fire. Tony and Harrison, Shakira and Harry, Yasmin and Ben, all steady, but alliances feels new again. The social stakes are shifting. Romance now competes with strategy, and trust trembles.
Just a moment, real quick. Let's watch another poll. Are you guys watching Love Island UK? I am really curious if you guys are watching it. So, just curious. But day 19 brings us into what all the viewers love, a public vote elimination. So on day 19, it gets serious because the public speaks. Fan votes determine who stays in the villa. The bottom 2 dominoes are revealed. You have Ramel, who is a guy, friendly reminder, and Megan received the fewest votes, and they're both dumped from the villa. The reactions. Ramel's exit wrecks the picture of the unwavering loyalty that has been going on. So viewers loved that steadiness that he brought to the table. And then Megan's departure hits hard too. Her pairing with Tommy was beloved by many. Suddenly, 2 strong relationships and personalities vanish, and the game is forever altered at this point. But this was no gentle goodbye. It was definitely a gut punch. And there was a lot of reflection on relationship and strategy. So let's get into a little bit of that reflection. We have Tony and Harrison. You know, their partnership is now cemented in that shared strength that they have together. There's Shakira and Harry. They have regained momentum. They rekindled a flame, and they could be a serious contender to take it all the way. We have Yasmin and Ben Kimberly. They have that smart emergent pairing with optics and edge. Then Alima and Ramel, loyalty rendered them really admirable. But it did cost Ramel his stay. There's Helena and Giorgio. They are the instigators of shock, but they will foster trust, or they will possibly build isolation. I'm curious to see how their chaos is going to shake out. Then you have Megan and Dijon, Emily and Connor. They are the steady seats among all of the crazy whirlwind that's going on. And then lastly, there is Shay, still single, emotionally frayed, and considered an outsider. Again.
As week 3 ends, the villa's new reality is clear. Big moves reshaped alliances. Loyalty was tested, and in some cases, eliminated. Viewer power was real and brutal. What's next? Expect shifts in power as the villa recollaborates. And then watch for rumblings of Casa More or more surprises. And keep an eye on Tony, Shakir, and Yasmin. They're steering the ship. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Woo! Lots of steering of ships going on. I can't believe how much we discussed, Kimberly. And finally this week, we got through all of the topics we actually said we were going to discuss. So yay, progress, Kimberly. We did it.
I know. Oh my gosh, this is so fun.
Yes, but things are definitely popping off for Kimberly and I as well with the Villa download. So we have a lot of exciting things coming up, especially, as September progresses. And I can only imagine what's going to happen as we close out the year. We are going to be booked and busy. Besides the Villa download, on my end, either on my Danny Gossip Girl channel or on Pop Culture Expose, the other podcast I have, I am hosting an A to Z series of the history of TV. Also A to Z of Epstein, if you're also interested in that. I know it's very opposite spectrums. I'm a little unique that way, but I'll just be breaking down the history of history. And on Danny Gossip Girl, I'm doing A to Z of Love Island, so check that out. We've gone over episode Davide, Bombshell. There's been a lot. And Kimberly, as I've been saying, she has been booked and busy, but also in the process of moving, which is all coming to fruition, and
I know
she's getting more settled. But Kimberly, hon, what do you have coming up?
Oh my gosh, of course, we still have our interview with Alfred Banks that's going to drop as soon as we get that edited and out. That's fun because that is a Grammy-nominated rapper from New Orleans, rapper, singer, and that was exciting.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so we can't wait for that to drop. And we got to do it on location, so that was extra special. Yes, that was in person. Yeah,
I am stoked to watch that.
I know, I can't wait for that to drop. So we're just gonna make some edits because we want to add in some his footage from performing and everything. So trying to get that locked in, and we want to do that. Hopefully next week we'll launch that before his big show in New Orleans. So that's the goal. So we've got that
fantastic.
Yeah, and we've got interview with Earl the Pearl, and Danielle's gonna be joining me with that one.
And I love Pearl, so it's so crazy I'm interviewing at Earl the Pearl. No, I am really excited for that interview, though. I'm really excited. It's gonna
be so much fun. He's the sweetest. He's so great. You're gonna love him.
Yeah, and then hopefully we'll be interviewing great new reality stars that appeared because of the snake. So hopefully more to come with that. Fingers crossed. But Kimberly, where can everyone follow you for those that are not in the know, which you better be in the know, but please let the people know, Kimberly.
So I can be found in two places. You can find me at co-host, of course, at the Pop Culture Green Room. We are on TikTok, which we're still trying to ramp that up. It's the Pop Culture Green Room on TikTok, Instagram at the Pop Culture Green Room, and also, of course, YouTube, the Pop Culture Green Room. And then there's me with my solo project. This is Kimberly A. Bryant at the same thing for TikTok. This is Kimberly A. Bryant. Same thing for Instagram. This is Kimberly A. Bryant. And YouTube also, this is Kimberly A. Bryant. And that is how you can find me.
And we post our Villa download information, both of those channels, along with my socials as well, which Instagram is just Danny Gossip Girl, but you can find me on YouTube at Pop Culture Expose or Danny Gossip Girl, depending on if you want light and bright or if you want a little bit more of deep dives. Those are the two different channels. But thank you so much for those that joined tonight. We're so happy to see some of our favorites joining us today in Replay Crew. Drop how you're feeling in the comments afterwards. But that is a wrap on tonight's Villa Download. So thank you for joining us as we dived into Love Island games, all of the latest news, and I got to start to learn how to do that tush push, even though I got a big old booty. I don't bigger one, but maybe I can make it more defined.
Girl, get it. That's what I say.
So we went over that. We went over the drama of week 3 of UK, and we'll be back next Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Central for even more Villa Chaos. So set your reminders because you do not want to miss it. Until then, keep your water bottles full because we do encourage drinking water too. Your recoupling's dramatic and your whiteboard's ready because hopefully we'll have another panel guest soon. So until next time, everyone, take care.
Good night, y'all. Bye-bye.